Okay, so we saw ice cube, we saw a dice. So now we have, I'm just going to write it down. Okay.
Okay.
Can you give me an example of a cuboid? Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Lunchbox.
Okay, lunchbox and
Bricks.
very good, bricks. And how about
Cabinet.
sorry, a
Cabinet.
cabinet? Very
Yeah.
good. Yes, excellent answer. Wait a minute. What was I thinking? Yeah. Anything in your kitchen apart from a lunch box that looks like a cuboid?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. I'm just gonna share my screen. Just a minute. One sec. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again.
A mattress.
Mattress is a rectangle. What do you see in front of you?
Bread.
Yeah. Okay, so take a look at this. What shape does this look like?
Keyboard.
Yeah, it looks like a cuboid, right? What shape does this look like on the right, the big picture?
Keyboard.
Yes. Okay. All right. So just a minute. So we have a lot of examples of this. You said cabinet. Okay, we have a slab of butter. We have a loaf of bread. Okay, we can have n number of examples for cuboid because this is a very, it's a very common, it's a very common shape. Like, you know, usually the cartons that we use to transport material, right, to store stuff, cartons, they are usually cuboids because cuboid is like very easy for, you know, storage. Okay. Now let's talk about cylinder. Can you name any real life examples of cylinder? We talked about a few in the previous class.
Like.
Sorry, Hiba, I can't hear you. Hiba,
The gas we have.
yes, Hiba.
A gas cylinder.
Yes, very good. Gas cylinder. Then,
And water bottle.
very good. Water bottle. And anything else?
And like.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
Battery.
Yeah, what shape is this?
Cylinder.
Okay. And what do we have over here?
A can. It
Yes,
is
and Hmm. Shape?
Cylinder.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna write it. So we have can and battery. Okay. Any other shapes that you are aware of? Hmm?
Like the thread.
Sorry.
The thread. Like this one thing we wrap the thread around.
Ah, yes, that is called a thread reel.
Yeah.
You are very smart, mashallah. Like I couldn't even think that far. That's very nice. Okay. So any other solid shapes that you can think of apart from sphere, cube, cuboid, and cylinder?
No.
No. What about cone? Hmm? Do you know what's a cone?
Yeah. Like ice cream cone.
Can you? Yes. Ice cream cone. Any other examples that you can think of? Cone.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is called. It's like
Okay.
red in color, and they put it on like the street.
Yes. Very good. It's called a traffic cone.
Or
Okay. Just a sec. Okay, I'm just gonna write that over here, traffic cone. And I think you are talking about, let me share my screen. You're talking about this, right?
yeah,
Yeah. What about this? What shape is this? What shape is this?
uh, a cone.
Yeah, and what is it called? What is this object?
Party hat.
Yeah. And what shape is this?
It is cone.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to, yeah. So there's a traffic cone. We have carrot and party hat. Anything else?
A radish.
Okay, radish also. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. Now let's talk about something else, some other shapes. You said pyramid, right? So now there are different types of pyramids. Okay. There are, just a minute. So a pyramid is basically, have you ever seen like in images, or have you ever visited, or even if you have seen in images or in videos, have you ever seen the pyramids of Giza?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is what a pyramid shape is. Now you asked me the difference between a square pyramid and a square. A pyramid, now just imagine the pyramids of Giza, or let me just uh pyramids of Giza. I'm just show it to you. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, so as you can see, what shape does this look like? So this shape that
A
you can see,
triangular pyramid. Triangular pyramid.
okay, I'll tell you what a triangular pyramid is and what a square pyramid is. First of all, let's see the broad category. This is called a pyramid. Okay, this is called a pyramid. This shape. And what is the definition, or you can say what is the speciality of a pyramid? That I will tell you in just a little bit. Okay, because you might also get confused later on between pyramid and prism. So we'll be clear on that. Okay, so this is a pyramid, and there are different types of pyramid. First of all, let's see the different types of pyramids. Okay, can you see this?
Yeah.
This image? Let me try to zoom in. Now you can see it clearly.
Yeah.
So a triangular pyramid is a pyramid whose base is a triangle. Okay, so there's basically a triangle. On top of it, what you're doing is each of the vertices, there is a line or there is a face on each of the sides of the triangle. Okay, so imagine there's a triangle in front of you. Okay, a triangle that is lying flat in front of you on the table that you're sitting on. Okay, so there is a triangle on the table. On each of the sides of the triangle, you uh, you can say you erect a few faces of the pyramid, and all of them are going and meeting on the top. That's called the peak of the pyramid. Okay, so that is what a pyramid is. It's basically, it has a base. Okay, so a pyramid can have different types of bases. It can have a triangle base, it can have a square base, it can have a pentagonal base. Okay, it can have a so triangular base, or if you're talking about it can have a square base or rectangular base. Okay, and then it can have pentagonal, and then you so on and so forth. You can have any number of sides on the base, but it will be a pyramid. Okay, so do you understand this now?
Yeah.
What a pyramid is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just show you the exact definition of a pyramid. Okay, so as you can see, you just take a look at this this pyramid. Okay, the one on the left, this pyramid. So it has a square on the base, has a square on the base, and the base is a square, but the sides of the pyramid, the sides, or we call them lateral sides. Okay, they are
Triangle.
lateral faces. Yeah, they are all triangles. Okay, so a square pyramid has, what all shapes does it have? It has one square base and how many triangle faces?
4.
4. Take a look at the triangular pyramid and tell me it has one triangular base and how many triangular faces?
3.
3, exactly. Okay, so now you understand
Yeah.
what a pyramid is. Now your question about what is the difference between a square pyramid and a square. Do you understand the difference now?
Yeah.
What is the difference?
A square is like flat.
Yes.
We can draw it on the paper. But
Yes.
a square pyramid, it has like
It is a 3-dimensional shape, right?
yeah.
And it exists in a solid form, right? So
Yeah.
that's what a pyramid is. Okay. All right. So if you want, I'll share this thing with you. Yeah, so this top point, it's either called the apex, so you can also call it a peak, but yeah, generally it's called an apex. Now my question to you is, what examples, can you just think of some examples of pyramids? So one is the real life example that we just saw, the Great Pyramids of Giza. Anything else? Does this look like something?
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like tent.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so a tent. All right. Okay.
With a tower.
Tower. What kind of a tower? It depends. But okay, so the examples that you gave are very good, very nice. Okay, so that's about pyramids. I'm just gonna share my whiteboard now.
Wait, I have one more example.
Tell me.
The wet floor sign.
A wet floor sign. A wet floor sign. Which of these does it look like?
Triangular pyramid.
Oh yeah, you're right. It does look like that. Like in some places, it does look like a triangular pyramid. Wow, that's a very good imagination you have, mashallah. Very nice. Okay, so let's write it down. So pyramids, you have pyramids of Giza. Okay, take a look at the pyramids of Giza again. Mm, hmm. Now, can you tell me by looking at it from this angle, can you tell me what shape or what type of a pyramid it is? Square pyramid, rectangular, triangular, pentagon?
Square.
Very good. Yes, it is a square pyramid. Okay. So that's because its base is a square. Now let's go
And
back.
there are 4 triangles on the side.
Yes, very good. There are 4 triangles on the side, and they're all like of equal lengths, right? Otherwise, it would have been a rectangular pyramid. Pyramids of Giza. As you said, tent, a wet floor sign. Very good. Okay. Now let's talk about. Have you ever heard of the term prism?
Yeah,
You able to see my whiteboard now?
yeah, I can see.
Okay. What is a prism? Can you give some examples of prism?
But there are different kind of prisms, right?
Yes, there are.
I don't know.
Okay. So a prism is very similar to a pyramid, but it has one very like a major difference. Okay. Let me just show you a prism. Because I can't, uh, you know, it's a 3D thing, so you have to see it in 3D. I'm sorry. Take a look at this. So over here you have a triangular prism and a triangular pyramid on the right side. Okay. So a prism is basically, in general, a prism is any surface which has, sorry, not a surface, it's a solid which has a rectangular base. Okay, a rectangular base, but it's not like a rectangular pyramid. Why? Because a pyramid has a peak, but a prism doesn't have a peak. Instead of a peak or instead of an apex, it has a whole edge that is going from the two sides. Okay, so there are different types of you can say prisms, and you will understand the exact definition of a prism when I show you the different types of prisms. Okay, so here we go. So can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. So a prism, we can say that a prism basically has a base, and that base is always, it's going to be a rectangle. Okay. All right. So that, just a sec. Yeah. So a prism the difference between a prism and a pyramid is just this difference. Okay, the difference is that a prism will have this um, edge on top of it. Okay, the peak is going to be an edge, but in a pyramid the peak is going to be just one vertex. Okay, so now let's see the different types of prisms. Okay, so there's a triangular prism. Why is it called a triangular prism? Because of these two triangles that you can see, the triangular lateral, these are called the lateral sides. Okay,
Okay.
can you see these two triangles?
Yeah.
This one triangle and the one behind it. So that's why it is called a triangular prism. If these triangles were to get converted into rectangles, then it would be called a rectangular prism. Okay, and a rectangular prism can also be called, take a look at the rectangular prism. What does it look like? What can we call it in other terms? Hiba, can you tell me?
Yeah, but I didn't understand your question.
Okay, what did you not understand? The question?
Yeah.
My question is, take a look at the rectangular prism, the purple one.
Yeah.
Does it look like anything? Does it look like a shape that we've already discussed before? What is the
Square,
shape? What is the purple shape?
a rectangle, rectangle.
No, the whole purple solid that you can see. What shape is it? It's called a cuboid.
Yeah.
Does it look like a cuboid?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, a rectangular prism can also be called a cuboid. Got it?
Yeah. I understood now.
Yeah. So again, there's something called a square prism, wherein the two faces, the two shapes on the side of the rectangular base, those are squares. Okay. All right. So and so on and so forth. You can have different, like you can keep on increasing the number of sides. But over here in general, we only talk about triangular prism. And even when you go into higher classes, you'll be studying about reflection and refraction of light. You're going to be studying about what happens when the light passes through a triangular prism. So triangular prism is something that we usually use, and we don't really talk about the other types of prisms because rectangular and square prisms are anyways, we have a word for it, which is called cuboid. Okay, so any example of prism in real life? Yes.
Can you say again? Your voice wasn't clear.
I'm sorry. Examples of prisms, like where have you seen the shape prism? A triangular prism.
Tent.
Okay, a tent. Very good. And
Ice cubes, the square one.
okay. I'll just share my screen again. Okay. Can you see this picture? And can you see this? A Toblerone
Yeah.
chocolate. Does this look like a prism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A triangular prism.
Yes, a triangular prism. And take a look at this. Okay. So the tent, as you said, then so there's this swing. and the shape of the outer boundary of the swing is like a triangular prism. Then you have this house, the top part of the house is looking like a
Yes.
triangular prism, right?
Yeah.
And there was one more really nice example that I saw here. Yeah, you can see this pastry. Can you see this pastry?
Yeah.
Does it look like a prism? Why? Because it has two triangular sides. Okay, it has two triangular sides, and the rest of them are all rectangles. There are two triangles and three rectangles, right? Two triangles and one rectangle over here and one over here, both facing each other, and one rectangular base, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's a triangular prism. Okay, so any other examples that you can think of?
Rubik's Cube.
Rubik's cube is what shape?
Cuboid.
It is a cube. That's why it's called a Rubik's cube,
It's a
right?
cube.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
keep
So
getting confused between cube and cuboid.
okay. So whenever you get confused between them, just remember whenever you say cube. Okay, there's one more example of cube. And it's, let me give you a hint. It is a building which is there in Saudi. And it's black. And the name also sounds a little bit like cube. Hmm?
I'm thinking of it.
Yeah, think.
Oh yeah, Kaaba.
Yes, very good. So that is also a cube, right? It's the shape of a cube. Uh, let me just, okay. Hmm. Okay, so I'm just gonna add that over here. Where did my thing go? One sec. Just a minute, I have to share it again. Somewhere. Yeah, and Kaaba. Okay, so I said we were talking about getting confused between cube and cuboid. So just remember when you say cube, just remember that you have ice cubes, right? Remember that you have dice. Okay, and I think dice is a very good example of cube because it's something that we see in our daily life, something that we are very used to, right? We are very used to handling dice. So remember that a dice is in the shape of a cube. Okay, and cuboid, you don't have to think much about cuboid because once you remember about what shape is a cube, then you will automatically be able to say, okay, the other one is cuboid. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yeah.
Paka?
Yes, I understand now.
Okay. All right. Right. Okay. So now there's um how do we get a 3D shape? Like one thing you could do is just buy one from the market. But how about if you had to draw a 3D shape, or you had to not draw, but you had to build one by yourself? How would you do it? So for that, first we need to know what is a face, what is a vertex, and what is an edge. Okay, let me just rewrite them like this. Yeah, what is a face of a 3D figure?
the flat surface.
Yes. Okay. So can you tell me how many faces does a cube have?
Six faces.
Okay. 1 minute. You're able to see what I've written, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a cube has 6 faces. What about a mm, yeah, what about a pyramid? A square pyramid. A square pyramid.
Five.
Yes, very good. It has 5 faces. What about a triangular prism?
Four.
No. Triangular prism. So there are 2 triangles, okay? And those 2 triangles are connected by 2 rectangles and actually 3 rectangles.
Five.
Yes, 5. So I'm just gonna draw this pyramid over here. Okay, how many edges does a cube have? Do you know what is an edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, edge is this. The sharp thing that you can run your hand along the edge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A cube has 12 edges.
Very good. And a pyramid has how many edges?
Square pyramid.
Yes, this one.
I think 8.
Yes, 8. And a prism?
It has
Sorry,
3.
how many edges does it have? Okay, let's count the number of edges it has. So that's 1, that's 2, that's
5.
3. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How many edges?
9.
9 edges. Now let's count the number of vertices. Okay, so the plural of vertex is vertices. Okay. How many vertices does a cube have?
8.
Very good. How many vertices does this pyramid have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. And how many does this prism have?
6.
6. Very good. Okay, so now you understand the difference between face, edge, and vertex. So what we can do is now we can, okay, how about uh, a cylinder? How about a cylinder? How many edges does it have?
1.
How many edges does a cylinder have?
0.
It actually has 2 edges, and those 2 edges are the the circular boundaries that we have. And how many faces does it have?
2.
Yeah, so it has two flat faces which are circles, and one of its faces is actually a curved face. We call it a curved surface. Okay. All right. Now let's go towards how do we build it. Like if you have to build it out of paper or let's say cardboard, how would you build a three-dimensional figure? Okay. And we usually need figures like cuboids and cubes, right? So we're gonna first see how to build a cuboid. Or before that, let's see how to build a cube. Have you ever built a cube, like a cube box?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you build it? How did you make it?
Are you asking about a cube?
Yes, cube.
I took 6 flat paper.
Okay, they were all separate.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they were all separate, and then how did you get them to stick with each other?
With glue.
Okay, with glue. And did they stick to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was it very durable?
I don't remember because that was
Okay, a long time ago. Okay. So the thing is, you can make it that way also. And the thing is, like when they make it out of plastic or when they make cubes or any such shapes out of hard materials like plastic or steel or glass, and that's how they make it. They take the way you made it. They take separate faces, 6 faces, and then they just arrange them in the right way so that it makes a solid figure. But if you have to make it out of something like paper or cardboard, then it might not hold. Okay. Or have you ever unpacked a packing box, like one that comes from um sites like Amazon or something, or like some shopping sites? You have cartons, or you have small boxes like a cereal box or maybe a toothpaste box, any such small cartons. Have you ever tried opening them?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are they made? When you open them, do they come out as 6 separate edges? I'm sorry, 6 separate faces, or are they all like one continuous sheet which is folded many times?
They are all joined together.
Yes, they're all joined together, so that makes it easier. Okay, so I'm gonna give you some homework, some activities to do. Um, so your first activity is, so you have to take any type of box, like any type of box that's lying around, a cardboard box, which is probably like something like a packaging of any material. It could be a toothpaste box, it could be any carton. If it's small, then it's better. It could be like a packing box of maybe some sweets or some chocolates. Okay, that's made of cardboard. And you have to open it and observe. You have to observe the way that it's joined or the way that it's made. Okay.
That's my homework.
Sorry.
That's my homework.
Yes, that's your homework. And okay, you have to observe the way it's made, and then we will see in the next class how we can make a cuboid shape. Okay, I'm going to show you, or maybe I can show you right now also. Wait a minute. Just a minute, Hiba. I'll show you. Okay, so Hiba, I'm here. So I have this box of sweets in front of me. Let me just, my thing is blurred. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have this box, the sweet box. Okay. Do you observe? Can you observe the way that it's cut out? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So what they've done is they've also given flaps. Okay, these are actually flaps so that the box can get closed. It's better to make these flaps, but they're not a part of the original shape. So I'm just gonna like hide them. Okay, just a minute. Yeah. So this is our no wait. This is not a part of it. Yeah. How many faces can you count? So there's one, right? This one is one. Okay, one. Then this one is two. Like the second one. Then this is three. Okay, this is the third one. And the third one, it has this and this. Okay, so that's 4, 5. And then this is the sixth one. Okay, so let's make it together. Okay, I'm gonna make this. So just observe it. Okay, do you have any similar box with you?
No.
No.
But
Okay,
if
no
we
problem.
but if we put them together, it's going to make a cube.
It's not gonna be a cube. You know why? Because this face, take a look at this face. Okay, this one and this one, they are different sizes. But in a cube, all of the faces are of the same size, isn't it? See what
Yeah.
I'm doing? I don't think you can see it. Yeah, now you can see, I think.
It's a cuboid.
Yes, it's going to be a cuboid. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like building this box. So it's going to be a cuboid. So from a flat shape or a flat cutout, we are making a solid shape. And these flaps are just there for the stability so that it doesn't fall, or maybe we won't need to make too much of tape or glue. We can just, make this box without tape. I don't know if you're able to see it. I'm like tilting my camera.
I can see it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so now we are going to, I'm going to close it. And from here also I'm going to close it. And that's it, done. So I have made my cuboid. Can you see my cuboid now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, so see this one, this face, it looks like a square. I mean, it is a square, right? This is a square. This face. This face is a square. But the whole object is not a cube because this face, the size of this face is different from the size of this face. Okay, and so on. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So basically this cutout that we had, from which we made our shape, from which we made our, you can say our solid, the cutout is called a net. Okay. The cutout is called, what is it called?
Net.
A net. Okay. So, what you're gonna do is, I'm just going to share my screen and I'm gonna, this is your homework again, one more homework. So I'm gonna draw the net of a cube. Okay, so see, watching this net or using this net.
Can you also tell the homework on WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp? Okay, of course, I will tell on WhatsApp. Where did my screen go? Wait, huh, there it is. Is it not up and Okay, so that is going to be the net of a cube. So how are you going to draw this, Hiba? Your homework is, you have to take a cube, each of side, matlab this side, okay, each side is going to be 5 centimeters. Okay, or maybe I think 5 centimeters is going to be too little to handle. So you can take, let's say 8 centimeters. Okay, so this is 8 centimeters. So each of these, this is going to be 8, this is going to be 8, this is going to be 8, and so on. It's also going to be 8 because it's a cube, so it's going to be 8. So again, this is also going to be 8 and this is also going to be 8. So you're going to take this, and just for convenience sake, you can cut out some small flaps over here. Okay, small flaps. They're not a part of the net. This is the basic net. Okay. So you can just cut out some small flaps on this side, on this side, okay, on this side. And yeah, this side. No, you won't have to cut it out on this side. That's it. Okay. Okay, Hiba, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to make a cube whose side is 8 centimeters. Okay.
Okay, I understand.
All right. So that's your homework for today. Okay. Any doubt, Hiba?
No.
No.
Thank you so
Right.
much.
So we'll just 5 more minutes will continue the class because I started 10 minutes late. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take 10 minutes extra, right? I mean, it's only fair, right? The whole class has to be of 1 hour. It can't be anything shorter. So, or do you have to go? Do you have to go anywhere or something?
No, but can you reduce it to 5 minutes?
Okay, I'm just going to take 4 more minutes then. Okay, only 4 more minutes.
Okay.
Because I have another class after this also. So we're gonna exercise 15.1. But the first question we will do only after you complete your homework.
Actually, we in my school we didn't do exercise 15.1 and 15.2. We only started from 15.3.
Okay, no problem. We will do all these two also. Okay, it's gonna be fun.
Okay.
So, Hiba, do you have like clay at your home? Do you have clay?
No.
No. Okay, then you can do this with paper or you can do this with cardboard. The nets that we were talking about, the cube nets. You can do it with a paper or cardboard. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Let's do the fifth question of exercise 15.1.
Okay.
Yeah. Match the nets with the appropriate solids.
A is second.
Okay.
B is third.
Very good.
C is fourth.
Yes.
And D is
The first one. Very good. Hiba, you're having your summer vacations, right? Hiba? Hiba? I can't hear you. Hiba? I mean, I can hear like some other disturbances, but I can't hear your voice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Okay, so one more homework that I have for you in this chapter. The first question that you can see in exercise 15.1, I want you to try out the first question by yourself. How are you going to do this? You are going to take separate sheets of paper. You're going to make this, you're going to make cutouts, and don't make them 8 centimeters. Okay. So the side of each square or the side of each face is going to be 5 centimeters. Okay. So you can see the first question in 15.1. Identify the nets which can be used to make cubes. Cut out copies of the nets and try it. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to draw
I can
this.
make only one.
You sorry?
Can I only make one?
Why? It's going to be fun. Come on, you're going to have a lot of cubes by the end. And anyway, you have 2 days before the next class, right? So you have plenty of time, and I think you're also having your summer vacations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you have plenty of time. You can do it. Okay. So, or what you can do is, don't do this question. Okay. Don't do this question. Just each of the 6 parts of the exercise 15.1 first question. Okay. First question. Each of the 6 parts, you have to draw it, or you have to, like use a scale, measure each side should be 5 centimeters, and then make that, and yeah, make a cube from that net, from each of those 6 nets. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Hiba.
Thank you.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye. Walaikum assalam.